Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a sneak peek at the dark side from Diamond Art Club. When I do these unboxing videos, I am always very aware of people who are new to diamond painting. Either people who are just thinking about taking diamond painting up as a hobby and they're just browsing YouTube looking at videos, or people who have done a few small kits and they're looking to step things up a bit. So today I am unboxing the dark side from Diamond Art Club, and I want to go through everything about the kit, from the packaging to the canvas, the clear cover, the toolkit, the pen, the tray, everything. Because of that, the video will be long. So if you already know about Diamond Art Club, just go to the description, skip to the section you want to see, which will probably be the canvas, and that will take you straight there. It will save you having to watch all the way through the video or trying to guess where things might be. So if you are new to Diamond Art Club, if you place an order, you will receive your kit in a box like this. So it's a cardboard box. It does not come in a plastic bag. So we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, diamondartclub.com, which is the website, at Diamond Art Club on Instagram, and Diamond Art Club on Facebook. Inside this box, you will find another box with the kit that you ordered, and there will be a rendering on the outside of the box. So in this case, it is the dark side. So this is the box. So you can see we've got Darth Vader there. So we have wraparound graphics, and then we have a full-sized thumbnail. So as you can see, the graphics go around the sides of the box. So we have the dark side. The size is 22 inches by 33 inches, 55.6 centimeters by 83.7 centimeters. DIY Diamond Art Kit, round diamonds. So round drills in this kit. All inclusive, see back for contents. So if we have a quick look at the sides of the box, we've got Unleash Your Inner Artist. Then we have part of that wraparound graphic. On the other side, we have the wraparound graphic again, but this time we get a bit more information about the diamond painting. So we have full diamond coverage area, so it's not a partial, the whole canvas is covered in drills. We have a thumbnail, and then we have some more information about the diamond painting. So we have 25 colours, including 2 special diamonds and 3 fairy dust diamonds. If you're new to diamond painting and you don't know what special diamonds or fairy dust diamonds are, I will explain them in the video as I come to them. Total diamonds, 61,408. At the bottom, Disney, StarWars.com, copyright and trademark, Lucasfilm Ltd. So this is a licensed kit, as are all of Diamond Art Club's kits. Diamond Art Club have always produced licensed artwork. So we'll have a look at the ends of the box. So on the top we have Star Wars. On the bottom we have a small thumbnail and the title, the dark side, and the size. The reason for the thumbnail on the end is because a lot of people order kits when they see them and keep them because they're kind of worried they might sell out and they don't know when they'll come back in stock, or they might never come back in stock. So people see kits they really like, they tend to order them and keep them, and then get around to working on them at some point in the future. So you can end up with quite a few boxes, and if you do and you have the boxes laying down, it's a lot easier to look along the ends of the boxes to see which kit is in which box. If it didn't have this, you would have to lift out each individual box to find out what was underneath it. So that is why they added that to the new packaging. So on the back we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, how it works, 6 steps on how to diamond paint if you have never done it before, and then we get kit contents which I'll be going through, so we'll skip that part. Then we have choking hazard, so keep out of the reach of small children. You don't want them accidentally mistaking the drills for candy and swallowing them. Then we have third party tested for compliance with EU and USA standards. All of Diamond Art Club's kits are checked to make sure they meet the EU and USA standards. So that makes sure that they don't have chemicals that shouldn't be in them, or they don't have excess chemicals. They test everything, the canvas, the glue, the drills, the whole thing. Diamond Art Club are the only company I know of that have this on the box. I haven't seen this statement on any other packaging from other diamond painting companies. So you can be sure that everything in the box is safe. So that is pretty much it. The box is sealed in cellophane, so the first thing we have to do is open it, or unseal it, and try and do it without scratching the box. Give this a try. Okay, so the cover is off. So now we open the box, and normally I would open it at the end, at the top, but these boxes are different. The Disney boxes, for some reason, are boxed differently. They actually open at the side. So if I pull these tabs out, then I can open it up. So inside we have the canvas in a resealable bag, and we have the toolkit. So I want to talk about the toolkit first, because it is very different from any toolkit you may have tried from any other diamond painting company. So I'll open it up at the side. It just makes it easier for me to take things out and talk about them, because there is not a lot of space in the bag. So I'll just empty everything out. So resealable bag, you can use that for pretty much anything that you want to keep together. The first thing that I want to talk about is the pen. If you have been diamond painting, you will be very familiar with the good old pink pen. So we have a plastic straw with a nylon tip and a brass insert in the end. And this is what all of the diamond painting companies provide as a diamond painting pen. The colour may vary, but everything else is the same. The same diameter, the same tip, absolutely generic pen. Diamond Art Club decided it was time to change that. So if you order a pen from a kit from Diamond Art Club, you will get a pen like this. So much more like a pen. It is thicker than the plastic straw. It is more ergonomic than the plastic straw because it has these wasted ends, so the diameter varies. So you can hold it at the narrow part, or you can move back a bit, make it a bit thicker if you prefer that. Definitely beneficial for people who maybe have a touch of arthritis and find that holding narrow objects for any length of time becomes painful. These pens are a good bit thicker, so they should offer a little bit more comfort than the pink straw. So we have a cap on the end. If we just pull that off, we can see the end of the pen. Now if I compare it to the pink straw, you can see they both have the brass insert, so the actual tip of the pen is the same, but behind that, the Diamond Art Club pen is a lot thicker. The reason for that is because this pen comes with wax inside the pen. All the other diamond painting pens, you get a square of pink wax and you have to cut a little circle to fill the pen. You diamond paint, it eventually stops picking up, you have to cut another little circle and then carry on. The Diamond Dark Club pen, you don't have to do that. If I unscrew it, I can show you how it works. So inside the pen we have this little plunger, and if I pull that out, this is where the wax goes. The wax goes in this little chamber here. So the plunger is like that, and the wax is here. So what happens is when you screw the pen down until it stops, it means the body of the pen is now against that little plunger. And when you get the pen, there is no wax in the brass tip. So the first thing you have to do is prime the pen, and to do that you hold the tip and you twist the pen. So when you twist the pen, it pushes the wax down and it comes out the end. So the tip is now primed, and we just wipe that off. You don't want any excess on the pen because it will come off and get stuck between the drills on your diamond painting. So just wipe it off and make sure the tip is nice and clean. So the pen is now ready to use. So you would diamond paint as normal, picking up your drills and placing them. Eventually it'll stop picking up like the other pens do. All you have to do then is hold the tip and slightly turn the pen. That will feed more wax to the tip. If there's a little bit excess, again just wipe it off so it doesn't end up in the diamond painting, and then you carry on. So you don't have to stop and cut a circle, you just twist the pen. So that is different. The body of the pen is different. It is much more like a pen, a lot more comfortable to hold. So you would do that, you would diamond paint, turn the pen, diamond paint, turn the pen, and eventually you will get down to the end of the threads. Once the pen gets down here, you will not be able to push the wax to the tip. So then you have to refill the pen. To do that, unscrew the pen, and in the kit you will find some refill wax. So this is supplied in the kit. All you do is tear off the strip, roll it into a little tube, take the plunger out and drop your wax in this little chamber. Then you put the plunger back in, screw your pen back up until it goes tight, and then you're ready to start feeding wax again. So then it's just the same thing, hold the tip, slightly turn the pen, it'll push wax to the tip and you can carry on. So the refill wax comes with the kit. You also get a heart of pink wax. Diamond Art Club have always supplied a heart of pink wax from the very beginning, 7 years ago. And I think this is just a nod to that tradition. I did contact Diamond Art Club and asked them, is there any difference between the pink wax and the new clear wax? And they said no. They said the formula is the same, so no difference. But I have seen people say that the clear wax works better with AB drills. So the problem with AB drills, Aurora Borealis, is they have a special coating on them that reflects different colours. And that coating has a habit of sticking to the wax. So when you place a drill and remove the pen, you remove the pen, but the wax stays on the drill. It's very annoying. So some people have been saying that it doesn't happen as much with the clear wax. I haven't tested it yet, but quite a few people are saying that they're finding the clear wax works better with ABs than the pink wax did. So on the other end of the pen, we have what they call a multi-placer. So when you diamond paint with the pen, you're placing one drill at a time. You can use the multi-placer on the other end. This one will place 4 drills at a time. This does not get wax fed to it. You have to press it into the wax, fill this little channel, and then shake your drills, line them up, and you can pick up 4 drills at a time. So that helps to speed things up if you're working on a large area of the same colour. you can place 4 drills at a time instead of 1. If you have a very large area, you can use the larger multiplacer that comes included. This multiplacer will place 7 drills at a time. So you just pull them out. So it's just a pull push the new one in. So you would load this up with your wax, line up your drills, and you can pick up 7 drills at a time. So the idea of the multiplacer is it speeds things up. If you've got a diamond painting that you're trying to get finished as a gift for a birthday, Christmas, a wedding, something like that, you can use these to speed it up if you have large areas of the same colour in your diamond painting. So that is the pen, the multiplacers, and the 2 types of wax. The next thing is the tray. Again, if you've been diamond painting and doing the small kits, you will be very familiar with this type of tray, the little green boat. There are a few things about this. If you're diamond painting, you've got the drills on it and you accidentally touch the side, it will flip over very, very easily. So your drills now end up on the glue, on the table, on the floor. You have to pick them up and start again. Very annoying. The ridges in between aren't very high, so when you're shaking the drills, they have a habit of jumping, going the right way and then jumping and going upside down again. The other thing is the edges aren't too deep, so if you're shaking it, there's a good chance that some drills are going to jump off the sides. Excuse me. So Diamond Art Club have looked at that and thought, okay, we can do better. So if you order from Diamond Art Club, you will get a tray like this. So you can see, for a start, it's much bigger. The ridges are higher, so the drills will sit better. When you're shaking the tray, they won't tend to jump from line to line. The sides are straight, so it makes it much more stable. So if I tap it, I'm hitting that pretty hard. If you knock it, it doesn't flip over. Whereas if I try the same sort of pressure with this one, it's pretty obvious the difference. So yeah, a big upgrade on the sort of generic trays. The other thing is it has a spout, so you can pour your drills back into bags or containers easily. It has a stopper, so when you pour your drills in the tray and you're shaking it, you don't have to worry about the drills falling out the end. And the other thing is these trays come with a lid. So it doesn't clip on, it slides into the tray, so we have a groove either side. All you do is line up the lid, push it up, get to the top, click, it locks. So no matter how hard I shake this, the lid won't fall off. That comes in very handy for 2 reasons. One, if you've got small kids, you're diamond painting, kids are playing, and you realise you have to go and grab something out the other room, you can just slide the lid up and lock it. You can leave it on the table. If the kids come along and pick it up and start playing with it, they'll hear the drills rattling inside, but the drills won't fall out. Hopefully you get back before they figure out how to open it. All you do is put a thumb either side and just pull back, and then you can open it. The other thing that this is good for is if you have pets, like cats and dogs that cast hair, you will be used to picking out pet hairs from your tray if you leave it lying out. With this tray, all you do is slide the lid up. You could be diamond painting, decide, okay, I'm going to stop for tonight, I'm still working on this colour. Just slide the lid up and you can leave it on the table. You can leave it there all night, a week, a month, whatever. When you come back, open your tray and all you'll find inside is nice clean drills. You won't have pet hairs, dust, crumbs, anything. So really nice design, really simple design, works very well. It is also stackable, has a little recess in the base, so that would sit in the top of another tray. So you can stack the trays and just use that footprint on your desk rather than having trays scattered all over the table. So Really, really nice design. Definitely the best tray I've seen supplied as standard from any diamond painting company. It is pretty large compared to the sort of generic trays that you'll get. So these are all standard things for Diamond Art Club. The big lockable tray, the ergonomic pen that has the wax inside, and the refill. This is just a standard setup for Diamond Art Club. No other company provides a toolkit like this. The final thing is the baggies. We get a bag of resealable bags. These are used to store extra drills you've got at the end when you've finished doing your diamond painting. And Diamond Art Club tend to give between 15 to 20. It varies from kit to kit, but somewhere between 15 to 20. And I always count them. I've just always done it. I don't know why, but just curious. So we'll see how many we get in this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So in this particular kit we got 18 resealable bags. You don't need to use them for drills, you could use them for other things, any small things that you think you might lose, like maybe even earrings. You can just pop them in these little bags and keep them safe. So that is the Diamond Art Club toolkit. As I said, it's very different from the toolkits that you'll get from the other companies. The pen and the tray, especially the tray, is a really big upgrade and very handy. So we'll put that to the side, then we'll go back to the box. So we have the canvas, which is in a resealable bag. We'll take that out, and underneath we have a little envelope. So we'll talk about that next. So again, this is something unique to Diamond Art Club. So Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Sparkly little diamond, thank you for your purchase. Flip it over, thank you for your purchase. Another sparkly little diamond, but this time you fold it up and it actually acts as a lock for the envelope. Open it up, we have something very shiny inside, so we'll talk about that first. So this is also unique to Diamond Art Club. No other company is doing this. This is a Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest card. Now, the Treasure Quest cards are not guaranteed in the kits. You may get one, you may not get one. So it adds a little bit of a surprise. So you may or may not get a card. If you do get a card, it could be bronze, silver, gold, or black. It is random, but the black cards are the rarest and the bronze are the most common. So the card will have the graphic of the kit that you bought. It is not a random card, it will be the graphic for the kit that you bought. So we have Star Wars, the dark side, and then we have the size of the diamond painting. If I flip it over, you can see it says Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest cards, and this one is bronze. So we have a bronze Treasure Quest card. Now the thing about the Treasure Quest cards is they have this scratch area. If you scratch this off, you will get a unique code, and if you collect the cards, you can actually get discount codes. So if you collect 5 bronze, 3 silver and 1 gold, you can claim a $50 discount. If you get 2 black cards, just 2 black cards and nothing else, you can claim the $50 discount. The prizes go up. So $50 is the lowest one. the next one is $75, the next one's $100, the next one is $200, and then the top one is, if you get the correct combination of codes with the different levels, you can claim a custom diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. Now that is very unique because Diamond Art Club do not do custom kits. The only way you can get a custom kit is by having the correct number of cards. That is valued at $400. There are some rules though. You cannot ask them to recreate any copyrighted material. So if you have a favourite picture of the kids, the pets, somewhere you went on vacation, pretty much anything like that, Diamond Art Club will do a custom kit for you. I do have a video that goes into a lot more detail about the Treasure Quest cards, so I'll put a link in the description and you can have a look at that, where I sort of go into a lot more detail in what you need for the different levels. So that is the Dark Side Bronze Treasure Quest card. So I'll just pop that to the side. We'll go back to the envelope, open it up, and we get something else. Talk about this in a minute, but first we'll have a look at the actual envelope. So we have all the socials. We have Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and TikTok at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. At the top we have tips and tricks, so you can have a read at them. You might pick up some new tips or tricks. Then inside we have join our Facebook group, scan the QR code and you can join the Diamond Art Club Facebook group, where you will meet a lot of diamond painters from all over the world. If you've got any questions, if you're new and got any questions about diamond painting, you can just put in a question, or you can pop in a question, and you will always get replies. People are very, very willing to help people who are looking for advice. You will also see what people are working on, what people have finished. They'll talk about their favourite artists, they'll talk about their favourite subjects. So it's a very friendly group, so I definitely recommend having a look. Then we have how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator. Then step-by-step instructions again on how to diamond paint. Kit contents, which we've been going through. And then finally, save 20% off your first app purchase. So scan the relevant QR code to have iPhone and Android. Download the app. If you see another Diamond Art Club kit that you're interested in, you will get a 20% discount if you use the app. That only applies one time. So just the first time you use the app to buy a kit, you will get a 20% discount. Definitely worth taking advantage of that. So that is the envelope. The other thing that was in the envelope was this. So Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. The Dark Side, copyright Lucasfilm / Star Wars trademark. On the back we have a thumbnail of the diamond painting. We have start date, end date, and we have all the details about the diamond painting. All of these things are pre-cut, even the diamond. The pre-cut stickers, you can peel them out and use them. The idea is that they can be used for a logbook. If you keep a logbook, like a physical book, you can peel off the title, put it in your book, take off the thumbnail, put that in the book, and then start and end date, put that in as well, and then the details of the diamond painting. So you can have a complete record of the kits that you've got all in the book, which comes in handy if you have someone visiting and they start asking you about your diamond paintings. You can get the logbook out and you can flick through and show them everything that you've got. You can show them when you started, when you finished, all that sort of thing. So very, very handy thing. Keeps everything nice and neat and tidy if you want to create a logbook. Inside we have the key, as I call it, but I think most people call it the legend. And this is where you find out how many colours you've got. So we've got number, starts at 1, goes up to 25. So in this particular kit we have 25 colours. The next one is symbol. These are the symbols that are on the canvas, so you know where to place the different colours. And then the third column is code, which is the DMC code. The DMC code is a standard way of numbering a specific shade of a colour. It comes in very handy if you need replacement drills, if you run out of drills, or if you accidentally spill the drills and lose them. You can contact Diamond Art Club and ask for replacements. If you say you were doing the kit and you realised you were 5 drills short of red, if you contacted Diamond Art Club and said, I'm working on this kit and I run out of red drills, can you please send me some extras? They wouldn't know which red. In this kit we've got 3 different shades of red. So what you would do is contact them and say, I'm working on this kit and I've run out of DMC 946, for example. They would send you a bag of 946 so you could finish your diamond painting. So the DMC codes are important if you need drills to fill spaces for whatever reason. You're short because you spilled some and didn't manage to find them all. Or you've got some defective drills and you run short. So it's always handy to keep the DMC code, and that's what you would do at the end. Those little bags, the resealable bags, put a little label on them and write the DMC code and then pour the drills in. Because if you keep them and you happen to run out of 946, for example, in a future kit, and you've got some spares, you can use these to finish that kit, and you don't have to wait on drills being posted out. These are also pre-cut labels, so if I peel back number 100, you can see pre-cut. So when you're kitting up or getting ready to work on your diamond painting, you can peel the labels off and stick them on the bags, or you can peel them off and put them on containers if you use containers. So it makes it really easy. You peel the sticker off, you put it on the container, you pour the drills in the container, close it, and that's it done. You don't have to handwrite labels or try and draw symbols or anything like that, so it makes it nice and easy, and that's the whole point. It speeds things up. So that is what was inside the envelope, and we'll put it back in the envelope, and we'll put our little treasure quest card in here as well. So fold it back up, fold the little diamond, and then it's locked. So this is actually a really good idea because it keeps the labels flat and stops them getting scrunched and maybe peeling off and sticking to each other. So it's quite a sturdy little card envelope. So definitely worth putting them back in here to protect them until you're ready to work on the kit. So that was the thank you envelope. Now we go back to the canvas. Resealable bag, so it keeps everything nice and clean, stops any dust. So we have the box is sealed and then the canvas is sealed as well. So just carefully peel that off and check out the canvas. So if you have been diamond painting, you've never tried Diamond Art Club, if you do decide to buy a kit, when you take the canvas out of the bag, you will notice that this canvas is very different from any other kit that you've worked on. It is very, very soft. It almost feels like velvet. It is actually patented, so it is Diamond Art Club's canvas, so nobody else actually manufactures a canvas like this. It has scalloped edges and it has stitching to stop anything from fraying. It is very soft, malleable, pliable, very, very easy to work with. So tip it up and inside we will find the drills. So we'll talk about them. Diamond Art Club drills are different as well. So the drills come in the bag and you always have a label to make sure, so you can make sure you have the correct drills for the kit that you bought. So it says the dark side, so we have the correct drills. So we'll open it up. There's a glue strap along the side somewhere. This is the hardest part, trying to find the glue strap. Find it. So just peel this off. Always the noisiest part of the video, so try and get it done as quick as I can. And take the drills out. Very, very bright red. So Diamond Art Club drills, the reason they are different is because Diamond Art Club actually manufacture their own drills. Most other companies will buy the drills from a supplier. Diamond Art Club did that a long time ago, and they found that sometimes the drills weren't as bright as they wanted, or the shape wasn't as uniform as it should have been. So they decided the best way forward was to actually manufacture their own drills. So that's what they do. They buy high quality resin from Germany and they manufacture their own drills. That way they are in complete control of the quality of the drills. Diamond Art Club drills are extremely vibrant in colour and very, very sparkly. So I'll go through the colours, not too many in this kit. I'll read out the DMC codes, let people see the colours, and we can see just how bright they are. So what I'll do is I'll go through the DMC codes. So I'll just take a string. The other thing is the bags don't run in numerical order. So we don't have, it doesn't say like bag 1 or colour 1, colour 2, colour 3. And the DMC codes don't run in sequence. They don't start at the lowest and go to the highest. That's because they are bagged by weight. So you'll find it seems pretty random with the numbering. Something that I noticed, I think in the last 2 kits that I unboxed, there's now a tiny little hole in the bag. I'm guessing that that is to help reduce static, but I'm waiting for Diamond Art Club to get back to me because I asked them about it. It's just I just noticed these tiny little holes in the bag. So the first one is DMC code 3371 3371 938 817 817 817 817 817 817 817, and go to something else. So we have 7 bags of 817, so lots of red in this one. Then another red, we have 606 606 606, so 3 bags of a brighter red. 722 6030 6030. Now this is something else that's different. The 6000 codes are unique to Diamond Art Club. Because they manufacture their own drills, they can come up with their own colours. The reason they do that is to help with blending. The more shades you've got of colours, the smoother you can blend things together. So Diamond Art Club have started this 6000 series. So we have 2 of 6030, 3825, 3857, 3857, Z814. Now the Z code means that these are fairy dust drills. Fairy dust drills have a special coating on them, and it is like micro glitter, very, very, very fine glitter on the surface of the drill. That changes the way that the drills reflect light. On your standard drills, the light will hit a facet or a face and it will reflect back and you'll see a white sparkle. With the fairy dust, it isn't the whole surface that reflects white. It's tiny pieces in that surface, so it gives a different effect. So that's what the fairy dust drills are. So put these to the side. And now we have something very different. Giant drills. These are special drills. They're called special drills. They have a Y code. So we have Y198 and Y197. And actually there's a little green drill that's somehow snuck into the bag. But it does help to let you see how much bigger these drills are. So this is a standard size drill, and these are the special drills. They are huge. So it'll be interesting to see where they're going to be. We don't have many of them, but hopefully when I tilt them you can see they're like AB drills. They've got that special coating, so they reflect a different colour from the actual drill. So something a bit different. Really curious to find out where they are in the diamond painting. So then we have Z3072, so more fairy dust. Z3072, Z3072, so 3 full bags of fairy dust. Then we have good old 310. I wondered when it was going to appear. DMC 310 is black. So we only have 3 sort of medium sized bags of 310. So not a huge amount of black in this kit. Then we have 152, 946, 666, very bright red, 221, 721, that's a nice colour, nice orange, I like that sort of burnt orange, 721, 3865, Z498, so again another fairy dust, 3855, 898, 801, 3858, 3856. So that's it. Lots and lots of red in this one. And not too much black. I was quite surprised, but yeah, cool. So that is the drills. Very bright. Diamond Art Club drills are always very vibrant in colour, and that really shows in the diamond paintings. So we are almost ready to start looking at the canvas, but the first thing I want to do is turn off some lights, because if I don't we will just see reflections. So I'll switch off 2 lights. So the way it's been rolled, we're starting at the bottom. So we can see lots of red in the bottom. And as we come up, we've got the walkers. And then the stormtroopers. That's pretty cool. You can see, I mean, that could be a diamond painting itself, but it's probably only a third of this one. And as we come up, we get one of the destroyers. So we've got a fleet there, and in the background, guess who? That's really cool. I mean, it is almost 3 different diamond paintings in one. I mean, that could be a diamond painting itself. Just going to do a slow scroll. I really like the red and black. It just works really well. And as I've said a lot of times, the thing is, when we look at these, we're looking at print. It looks really nice, but you have to remember the drills are much more vibrant. So you can see, hopefully, the difference in the red. The other thing is, obviously, the drills sparkle, so it really fills out the image. And then when we've got the black always enhances the colours around it. So we're going to have some jet black around this area and very, very bright red as well. It's going to look really, really nice. So a few things to talk about, still talking about things that are different about Diamond Art Club. The first thing I'll mention, I think, is the bottom corner. So down here we have the dark side, the size, and then copyright and trademark Lucasfilm Ltd / Diamond Art Club registered trademark Star Wars. Licensed kits. Diamond Art Club from the very beginning have been very focused on that. They only produce licensed artwork. They work with the original artists or the companies, in this case Lucasfilm, and everything is checked by the original artist or the people behind Star Wars, because they have very high standards. They don't let just anybody use their images. They want to make sure that the stuff that goes out is very high quality. So Diamond Art Club have been teaming up with a lot of different people and a lot of independent artists. So that means that because it's licensed, it means that the artists get revenue back from allowing their kits, their artwork to be converted into diamond painting kits. And that means that we can be sure we're going to get very high quality because they have to be approved. So no quick scans and quick prints and poor quality kits. Everything is very high quality. So licensed artwork, I think, is a big thing because it encourages artists and companies to release high quality stuff for rendering. And it does make a difference. When I do a diamond painting, I want to hang it on the wall. I want it to be a piece of art. I don't want it just to be something that I did to pass the time and then it just gets put in a drawer. I like to do diamond paintings that look like artwork. And I take them into work, I hang them up in the canteen at work, I swap them out roughly once a month. And I like to see the reactions from my colleagues. I always surprise them. They have no idea what's coming next. And I like that. I like the variety with diamond painting. So they're always interested. They're always asking, when's the next one coming up? What is it? And I never tell them. I'm actually working on a Star Wars one at the moment, one that I did a review of a few weeks ago. So I'm going to hang a Star Wars one up at work. I'm sure there are plenty of Star Wars fans there. So yeah, this is the second one. So yeah, really nice. So the licensing is important. The next thing that I want to talk about is the cover. The clear cover from Diamond Art Club is unique. The cover is perforated. So normally when you buy from a diamond painting company, the cover will be one big sheet. And you fold it back and you use maybe cover minders or something to hold the cover back to stop it flipping down while you're working on it. Some people will remove the clear cover and use release paper, little squares or rectangles of paper, and they will place them in order down the diamond painting and then pick a sheet off one at a time as they work on it. Other people will use washi tape and create a grid on top of the clear cover, so they'll put strips down the way and space them, and then strips across the way and space them, so they get squares or rectangles the size they want. They'll cut the washi tape to open up a section to work on it. So Diamond Art Club, very aware of how people are working the clear cover, thought about it and came up with the idea of a perforated cover. So these covers have grey dotted lines, and where you see the line, that is where a perforation is. You can use it as one big sheet if you want, but I've started using these sheets and I work with the perforations all the time. I really like doing that. So if I was working on this kit, the first the first perforation is here, so it's only this size. I wouldn't just work on that, so I would go to the next one. The full size squares are 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So I would go along to the second one, put my finger the opposite side of the perforation, and then just tear it up. And I go up until I get to the perforation that's going across the way. And then I just fold it. And it stays there. So I don't need cover minders, I don't need to put something here to hold it back, it just sits there. So I would work on this section, and if I didn't finish it in one sitting, I would just fold the cover back. It would stick to the glue of the area that I hadn't finished. Keeps everything nice and clean, covers the area that I've done, stops any dust or hairs getting in between the drills. Come back, finish the section, and then I just fold this back over again, and it stops dust getting between the drills. Then I go on to the next section, work on that, and just work back and forward. It's a really good idea. So if you prefer to work large sections, you don't have to do like 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. You could go along 2 squares, for example. So instead of just doing 10 centimeters here, I could go along and tear it here. And then work a double section if I wanted. I prefer to work the small sections because it's a small area of glue that may be exposed and something could fall on it or stick to it. So for me, a 10 by 10, it's a really good size, it's nice and small. The chances of something landing on it while you're working on it are very slim. So that is unique, the perforated cover, unique to Diamond Art Club. So I think that is pretty much it. Just have another quick skim down it. That's cool. So what I want to do now is I want to have a close-up look. So we'll get up close and personal with the canvas so we can see the symbols and just see how things are put together and check the quality of the print. So now we are having a closer look at the print, so we get a better idea of how the image is put together. Also gives us a chance to see the quality of the print. Do we have any faded print, missing print, double print, anything like that? As you can see, everything is perfect. No problems reading this at all. The other thing about doing these close-up passes is it gives you a good idea of what it's going to be like to work on. So you can see plenty of scope for multiplacers if you want to give them a try, you've never used them before, or plenty of areas to work on your checkerboard. So not an intricate design, so it's definitely more of a poster. I think the colour combination works very well. I really like the combination of the red and the black. And once we're down to actually looking at the drills, it's going to be extremely vibrant, very shiny. Really, really nice Star Wars diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. So that was the dark side from Diamond Art Club. Another Star Wars poster. Awesome. Really like the style. Diamond Art Club released 3 a few weeks ago, and they all sold out. A lot of people bought all 3. This one ties in as well. They're doing the red, white and black theme, except this time the background is red, so a lot more emphasis on the red than the black. it works very, very well as a poster. A lot of checkerboarding or multi-placing. So if you have never used a multiplacer before and you're looking for some practice, by the time you finish this one, you will be an expert. Really, really nice design. Licensed Star Wars. So as I said, I think that's very important that the artwork is licensed, because we start to get some extremely high quality diamond paintings that we want to hang on the wall. I enjoy doing diamond painting as a relaxation, but I really enjoy it when I frame them and put them up on the wall and get a chance to really enjoy them from a distance instead of sitting right next to them, where you can really appreciate the artwork. And as I said, I take them into work, and everybody really likes them. They like to see what's new. So yeah, they're going to get a little surprise with Star Wars, because it is totally different from anything that I've done so far. But yeah, really, really nice. I'm going to predict it's going to sell out again. Star Wars is very popular, and I just think the poster idea just works very, very well. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more unboxings on baggings, comparisons, accessories, anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. I do have a lot of videos coming, so if you want to see what they are, remember to hit that notification button. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.